You're watching The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Hey, happy Monday. Shout out to Marcus, first in the room. Or actually, it was Kenneth that was first in the room. Marcus, Road Collecting, Tacoma, what's up, man? CJ, what's going on, fellas? So how was everybody's weekend? How was your weekend, my friend? Got Robbie here.
I had a fantastic weekend, Rex. We had a great show on Friday. What did I do Friday? Whatever it was awesome. Whatever I did Saturday was awesome. Yes, I had a great weekend. Spend time with people that I love and cherish, and that's what life's about. You know, it took a little bit of break for the holiday.
What's up, man? Yeah, it was kind of weird, you know, the Friday thing. But Dave Cerrone, what's going on, buddy? So you finished your Van Damme marathon, right?
Yeah, tonight is the final night of Van Damme November. We'll be talking about Universal Soldier, the classic starring Van Damme. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good role for him and Dolph because very little acting involved.
And I'll tell you one thing, man. We were talking before we went on air about like the extraordinary budgets of some of these movies nowadays. $23 million budget for Universal Soldier. You know, that's all. I mean, of course, it was 1992. Money was a little bit different then, but 23 million, they made over 100 million. That's a successful film.
It is. I mean, you know, at that point they were at the height of their career. So, Universal Soldier 2 felt a little bit like jumping the shark. I don't know.
Well, what's crazy is that's actually part 4, The Return, because there were 2 direct-to-video sequels without Van Damme, Universal Soldier 2 and 3. Then they did The Return, and apparently there's a new one called like Resurgence that I hear is actually good if you're a fan of the original.
That's going to cost $200 million to make. This day and age. So, but yeah, we started up that conversation because of segueing to our conversation on Friday. I read an article today which said that the only film with a budget of 200 million or higher that has been profitable has been Guardians. Everything else is at best break even, most of them losing money. I think the new Disney animated feature also very lackluster. Surprisingly, Barbie was under 200 mil budget, and obviously they did a lot of set work. You and I were just talking about it. Maybe practical sets are the way to go back in a way.
We were talking about it.
A great deal more money doing it digitally. So
yeah, you said that like Barbie had like a budget of like 125 million or something like that. Oppenheimer only had a budget of 100 million, and maybe the practical effects do have something to do with it.
Well, Oppenheimer I can see getting way cheaper because it's more of a cerebral kind of film, right? But Barbie, hey, you kidding me? You're making an entire fantasy kind of environment there.
Yeah, but if you look at the way Oppenheimer was shot, like it was surprising to me that the budget was only 100 million, to be honest. So I don't know. Well, they give us this. They feed us this lie though, Rex. I think it's a lie when they're like practical effects are more expensive. I think they're more time consuming, and they're coming from the mentality that time is money. But like I don't know, man. Because here's the thing: they may be spending hundreds of millions of dollars doing CG work at Marvel Studios, but it ain't looking as good as it looked 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, you had a big problem with Moon Knight's cape. Obviously, everybody's reaction to She-Hulk when we first saw the trailers was not terribly positive. You know, it felt a little bit rushed. But, you know, that's what happens when you're churning out this many films. There are only so many CGI companies out there that can do it. And I remember reading stories about that as well and how they were being overworked. But yeah, so I thought that was a very interesting article. Makes you begin to wonder, why does Ant-Man cost $200 million to make? It wasn't that visually. I don't feel like it was.
Oh, we're losing you, Rex.
Visually impactful.
Hang on a second, Rex.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Hold on. It was a little dizzying,
there we go.
With all,
well,
I hate this.
What can you do but just laugh at the absurdity of the existence, right, Jay?
Jay, am I gone?
You're back now. You're back now. Well, you were.
I swear. Comic rights again. They hate me. I don't say kind things about them, but I understand they hate me. Oh my God! All right,
right,
so
Lisa.
am I back now? Yeah, but am I back now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you were. Are you frozen again? Oh goodness!
Is he doing a bit? Is he frozen? What's going on? Welcome to Comic Collectables with Rex and Robbie. We're just waiting on Rex to catch up. His hand's going down. You see that?
Yeah. Well, I have to say, I've always enjoyed practical effects. The CGI stuff should be an add-on, not the whole movie. That's always been my feeling.
It almost feels like it gets to a point where they're like, we don't have to plan as much during pre-production because we'll just film it on a green screen and then worry about it later. Like that famous quote, we'll do it in post. Yeah. We'll fix it in post. But now it's like most of the work's being done in post. And I understand there's a lot of work to be done in post-production, but like the more you can get in camera, you don't have to worry about that in post. And then you can actually think about things like rhythm and story flow and does it make sense and stuff like that, right? So I don't know. Yeah. I love in-camera practical effects. Mm-hmm. You know me. You know the movies I watch. I love that stuff. So, hey Rex, are you back? I saw you walking around.
Am I?
Yes, for now.
All right. Oh Lord, have mercy. I swear. I swear. Hey, look who's here! Just in time.
What time did we start?
Huh?
What time did we start this show?
Usually at 6.
6?
Oh. Sorry. Comcast has been messing with us for at least 4 out of the last 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
So we're all good.
Just having a conversation with George Perez, Agent Spencer Beck, about Henry Winkler, and I was within an inch of John Romita Sr.'s personal portfolio thing.
Oh yeah.
That's really I don't expect that at all, man. I walked in, Nick just smiled at me and said, "Go ask Spencer Beck to show you something neat." And I'm thinking to myself, doesn't everything he owned neat? That doesn't narrow it down, man. He's got a zillion pieces of original art, but he's like, "No, this is really neat." And I walk in there, and he's working, and he's got this big old kind of beat up looking, portfolio that you would expect to have seen at any store. And I walked in, he's like, "That's John Romita Sr.'s." And I'm like, that's like Indiana Jones level treasure stuff. I'm like, I didn't want to touch it.
TJ, I like the new game. We're gonna have a new game now. Every time Comcast freezes out, whoever's playing, have a shot.
Oh my God. If we took a shot every time Comcast went out, we'd be the FCC would be like,
DJ will be passed out by 6:30, I think.
Here's your dinner.
Thank you, sir. What is it?
Not sure what your Thanksgiving was like, but
is it one of your gobblers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so we were gonna start. Lyle, what's going on, buddy? We were gonna start at the top. We are back now. John has fixed the Comcast problem.
Hello, Robbie. Hello, everybody.
CVB, he did bring me a sandwich, my friend.
I did, and it's not a small one. It's fairly heavy.
I've never seen you bring me a small sandwich. You don't believe in it. The one time that place toasted, you didn't want it. You gave it to me, remember? It was that what was it?
It
was like
they claimed it was braised short rib, and I'm like,
right.
It wasn't braised recently. I'll tell you that much right now.
So,
20
TJ,
minutes. You're not
that's
kidding, man.
really optimistic.
First
TJ.
break.
20 minutes.
First break. You're just 2J going hello.
Over and under. If it's an over and under, I'm betting the under on that one. All right, so we have the Dynamite 10-pack reader set, 10 random Dynamite titles. There we go. All right, $3.99 cover price, and as always for the group, $5 for all 10 books, 50 cents a copy. You cannot go wrong. And then, as always, we have the Dynamic Forces grab bag, 3-pack, 7-pack, and 15-pack. They will include mostly DC and Marvel titles with a few indies sprinkled in there. The 3-pack is $5. The 7-pack is $10. And the 15-pack is $20. All right. And then, as always, again, we have the X-Men random 20-pack grab bag. 20 random X-Men titles from the 90s with a chance of 1980s or 2000 or better. Gosh, man.
Are we off the air again?
Yep, apparently.
Oh, man.
Are we back?
We're here. We're not here.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, you were like in and out. You were in and out there for a second. Yeah, you're good.
All right, Dwayne's a pain. That's right. Drink up.
Oh, my God.
I told you 20 minutes was.
By 6:30, Nick would be like, "Did you sell anything?" No, nobody's awake, man. What do you mean sell anything?
Oh man! All right. So thank you, Jay, for the excellent. All right, you know what? I lied, Jay.
Uh-oh.
Let's go to our cover sketches, buddy. I know I said I go right down the list, but I lied.
Always excited to see the cover sketches.
No,
yeah, I mean, this is sort of like, people are waiting on this. The sign books, the sketches.
All right. So first up, we have Batman number 181, signed with Batman cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $149.99.
Look at the go-go checks.
And we've got it tonight for $75.
Yeah, that's a real blast from the past cover.
I swear, they're getting better too.
Well, it's like any other art team,
Aurora
right? They work for a while. Yeah,
CJ
Aurora model kit. Good. That's a good pickup.
Good call.
Wow.
All right, so then we have Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, signed with Captain America versus Daredevil. Cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza.
Man, this is like that love letter to Jack Kirby, isn't it?
Yep. That fist is flying straight at us, bro. He's got like Inspector Gadget's arm right now, man.
Yeah, CJ. All right. Suggested retail of $149.99. We have it available tonight for $75.
See, stuff like this I really appreciate because let's be honest, most of us are not owning Jack Kirby original artwork.
No, that's true.
Spoiler alert. I hate to ruin it for people, but if you don't have some now and you don't win the Mega Millions, chances are you're not going to have any, right? Stuff like this is, it's so lovingly reproduced that I know that I've gone through the whole thing with commissions over the years where artists didn't want to do it. Well, they wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. Now they want to do it again.
So, Lyle, I hear you, bud. All right. So then next up, we have Batman Urban Legends number 1, signed with Catwoman cover sketch by Brendan and Brian Frame. Suggested retail of $129.99. We've got it for $50 tonight.
It almost looks like they're trying to
Cook homage right there, Darwin Cook.
That's what I was going to say. This is Darwin Cook energy, right? I mean, unless I'm not seeing this right. But...
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I love this costume for Catwoman. It's like practical, but it still has all the cat elements there, even the tail with the whip around, and I love this. I love the goggles too. They have it makes a cool silhouette, right? I should say.
It really does. Some of her costumes have obviously been not quite so practical.
All right. Hey, Sean, what's up, man? All right. So then next up, we have Star Trek Green Lantern #1 signed with, I love this one, Spock, McCoy, and Orion Girl, cover sketch by Jessica Court.
That looks great.
Right?
She did
Got
a
the
nice
Enterprise
job.
in the background, just a retail of $149.99. We got this for $69.
She did a good job too of recreating Susan Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Orion Girl on here, and so it's $69. Clever. I get it. I like that.
All right. This is, when I saw this, I had to pull up because this is my favorite. Planet of the Apes, #1, signed with Taylor versus the Apes, cover sketch by Dan Needlinger.
Oh,
This is the classic.
nice.
All right. I remember seeing this in the movie theaters. You remember back in the day when movies, they re-show them after initial release.
Well, that was the first kind of like, for our generation, that was the first drop dead, like, surprise ending, right?
Yeah.
You kind of get to the end and you're like, what am I looking at here?
And you see the Statue of Liberty and buried in the sand. I remember that was like, wow. Yeah. All right. And
that was also my very first introduction to that sort of end of the world idea.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That idea that not everything lasts forever, kid.
All right. We have this suggested retail of $149.99. We have it for $68 tonight.
1968, Planet of the Apes.
Mhm. All right. Then finally, we have Power Man and Iron Fist #1 signed with Iron Fist cover sketch by Ken Hazer.
Wow, man. Oh, boy.
This one's nice, huh?
I like this a lot.
Suggested retail of $99.99. We've got it for $50.
Oh, wow.
All right.
$50. Somebody take that home for the holidays, man. Yikes.
All right. Hold on, though. Keep them entertained. Like that's going to be a tough job. Because you know what? It just dawned on me. All right. I'll be right back.
No, Sean just said it too. Ken always nails it. Ken's kind of combination of speed and accuracy with this stuff just blows me away. I mean, we've had him here on the show. We'll probably have him back at some point where, we've got kind of like the art cam, and he starts with a blank page, and by, 30, 40 minutes into it, you've got this amazing piece of art, and that's like insane to me.
Yeah,
all right.
Between the talent and the
So
speed,
just
he
dawned
is a
on me.
master at this.
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh, nice.
So I know you don't have a picture of this, Jay, but I figured this is really kind of a set, right? Okay, so
Do a deal for the set.
tonight. All right, so we're gonna make that 50 as well. If anybody wants to buy it individually, if somebody picks up the set, we'll do it for 85 for the set.
Oh, man.
That's very cool. You can't have one without the other, right? They're like comics' perfect odd couple, right?
It's kind of dawned on me. Yeah, it's kind of goofy. I
like that a lot, though, man. $85 for this set is nice.
All right, with Power Man. All right, make a note here. All right. Yeah, right, Preston, or poke an eye out. All right, so let's just do a quick recap of the cover sketches. All right, so we've got Batman 181 signed with Batman cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $149.99. We have it at $75. Preston, we've got a mystery kit, and it does have a metal cover in it, my friend. Let's see. Hey, Neil. Let me see. All right, this is like Red Sonja, Hell Sonja. All right, so I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a mystery kit. The metal book is in the mystery set. Is actually looks like Red Sonja, Hell Sonja to me. But Preston, I can definitely email you, buddy, and see what we have in stock if you're interested in a metal cover.
Let's go take one off Nick's desk. I don't care. Not my book.
All All right.
It'd take me like 30 seconds. It'd be fine.
So so then we had Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, signed with Captain America versus Daredevil by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we've got it for $75.
I don't know. Did we ever ask Nick who his favorite Daredevil artist is? I'm guessing Frank Miller, but I don't want to,
Probably Miller or Romita, right? Maybe.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's hard to pick. Ooh, man, that's hard.
All right. Then we had Batman Urban Legends #1, signed with Catwoman, cover sketch by Brendan and Brian Frame.
Talked about a lot of Darwin Cook energy in that book.
$129.99. Suggested retail. We have it for $50. You know what? Let's do this for $45.
Wow.
Anybody wants to take it tonight? All right. Then we did Star Trek Green Lantern #1, signed with Spock, McCoy, and Orion Girl. Cover sketch by Jessica Court. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have it for $69. Then my personal favorite, Planet of the Apes #1, signed with Taylor versus the Apes. Cover sketch by Dan Needlinger. Suggested retail of $149.99. And we've got it for $68 tonight.
Did y'all hear that? Because the last Planet of the Apes series, this one that Marvel did under the 20th Century brand or whatever, that was kind of like set in the new movie universe or whatever. But they're about to do a series set in the original movie continuity. I thought
I'm very much looking forward to that. I don't dislike the new movie continuity. I just kind of prefer the other one.
Catwoman, we had it 50. I just lowered it to 45. So let me know if you're interested, buddy. Yeah, Neil, right? The Planet of the Apes one, personal favorite of mine.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
So let us know, TJ.
I like that they kind of moved all that stuff over to its own, I guess, imprint. Maybe that's too strong a term for it, but their 20th Century Fox imprint. You've got Alien in there, you've got Predator in there, you've got Planet of the Apes in there, right? And I think we saw some really cool covers. I mean, we've seen, we had. Even before they started that, we had some really cool like Alien variants and stuff like that. Now we've seen some really, they've had their fun. Let's put it that way. They've had their fun with the variant covers.
All right. So then we had Power Man and Iron Fist #1, signed with Iron Fist, cover sketch by Ken Hazer. Just a retail $99.99. We have it tonight for $50. But then I brought out its partner. Okay. Why I split it up in the first place was goofy, but
I don't know if Ron is in tonight, but this really seems like the kind of thing he would be.
Yeah, I didn't see him yet. So
he would be picking up.
All right. So adding this to the mix, also $50. Okay. But if you buy the pair tonight, the Iron Man and the Power Man, we'll do it for, what did I say?
85, I think?
I think so. We'll do the pair for 85. All right. So let me know. And TJ, let me know if you want the Catwoman, buddy. All right, that one is 45. All right.
These holiday prices, man.
Yeah, for real, right? All right, so let's go to last week's incentives. All right. So first up, we have Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6, number 38, 125 ratio. Ruan variant. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. All right. It's trading for 25, and we've got it tonight for 15.
It's a gorgeous cover. The composition with the web there, the way it's broken up, kind of like shattered. It's so cool. And it seems like he's on top of the movie Green Goblin statue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually, you're right. I didn't even notice that. All right. So the next up, we have Batman Off-World number 1, 125 ratio. Ben Oliver variant. Trading for 25, and we've got it for 10 tonight.
This was a great book. Batman Off-World was so much fun. And this cover, of course, just totally reminds me of that famous fight with Ra's al Ghul, where he takes his, shirt off, but he keeps his mask on, I like that look for Batman.
Dude, we all know who you are.
Who? All right. Oh, you know what? I didn't pick a giveaway. Hopefully, Alex is watching. If you are, Matt, what's going on, buddy? If Alex is watching, can you pick out a giveaway for us, buddy? We'll make it hashtag EXP Xmas. Why not? All lowercase. That work, Jay?
Putting it in now.
All right. Don't even know what we're giving away. Just throw it in the chat. We'll find something, buddy. All right. Next up, we got Batman Off-World number 1, 1-in-50 ratio. Pete Woods variant. Trading for 50, and we've got it for 20. Ah, he's got one. Cool.
I wasn't watching, but the force was with me, and I felt the call. Sweetie, Candy, Vigilante.
Black and white.
Number 1, black and white. This is the 10 copy incentive black and white art by Josh Howard. This tonight can be yours with just a hashtag.
Nice. All right. Thank you, bro.
That's nice.
Steve Vendetta cracking me up. All right. Next up, we got Batman Off-World set of 2. So that includes the 125 and the 1-in-50. All right. So you get both covers. So suggested retail value of 75, currently trading for 75. And we've got the set for $27 tonight. All right. All right. You know what? I think we got to go to break, right, Jay? So we're going to go to break. Hang with us. We'll be right back. Who turned on the Alex signal?
The Alex signal went on.
John did. All right. And we'll be back in a couple minutes.
There's a comic book universe on the streets of Cleveland. Hero Tomorrow Comics is debuting
Violante, the Undead.
Get the new issue or the entire acclaimed library live on Kickstarter.
I'm coming for you, Cleveland.
Details at clevelandsuperhero.com.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. Did you know that every Experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out, twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code.
You just finished the last episode of your favorite news show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience. Comic culture and sales.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.
right,
We
and
are
we are back. All right, so
Hey
Sean,
guys, for some reason, real quick, y'all are real out of focus.
why are we out of focus?
I don't know. Were we out of focus before?
I think right when Alex came in is when it started.
I think one of y'all needs to walk towards the camera and then walk back.
Look, as soon as he got up, it fixed.
Yeah, you're fine. Y'all just need to move around a little bit.
That was funny.
See, Rex, you just need to move a little bit more in your life. You'll feel better.
No, I moved once. That was terrible.
All right, so
Castle and
hey, Big John, what's up,
Power
man?
Man and Iron Fist.
God,
That is
buddy.
a nice
That is
pickup,
an awesome
Castle.
deal, man.
I'm glad somebody took those home. Those look amazing. I'm out of focus. You're out of order. Nice, Marcus. Nice.
Yeah, I bet the chat was just like, we've been playing this drinking game every time Comcast goes out. We've been taking shots. So, like, I just thought it was normal.
What? You're blurry. I'm not blurry.
So yeah, does that count as a shot in the new drinking game?
Oh my God.
I don't know. We weren't out. We were just blurry, right? So I'm not sure. All right. So, all right. Let's go. Let's see. Where were we? Okay. So get through the rest of these incentives. Carnage, Volume 4, Number 1, 2023, 125 ratio. Marco Maestrazzo variant. Trading for 30. We've got it for 20.
I love Carnage. I love symbiote covers when they look gnarly like this. This looks like something out of a death metal album or something, right? It looks great.
We one of our cosplayers, Gracie the cosplayer, she was talking on social media. She's got her new Carnage cosplay coming up, and she's super excited about it. She said it's based on one of the variant covers, and I'm kind of wondering. I texted her to ask her which one it was, but she didn't get back to me. I'm kind of wondering what I'm looking at this, and she was describing it, and I'm thinking, oh, all right.
All right. So then we have Carnage, Volume 4, Number 1, 2023, 150 ratio. Paulo Segura variant. Trading right now for 50, and we've got it for 25. Ooh, that's a very cool cover as well. There you go, Big John. All right. So then we have Carnage Volume 4, Number 1, 2023, 1/100 Rose Besh variant. Currently trading for 110. We've got it for 80.
I like this one. This is really nice. I like those colors. That red really pops. Really pops.
It does. It almost seems counterintuitive, right? If I said to you Carnage and Rose Besh, you would be like, what? Really? But, I mean, that's very cool.
All right. So then we've got the set of 3. Okay.
Hold on, real quick. John just mentioned it. Real quick, go, if you haven't already, go check out some of the videos Triple B does. Those are very, very cool. Unboxing videos and stuff like that. Like when you, I just think that's great to say. I love when people sort of share their passion with other people.
All right. So this lot of 3, you get the 125, the 150, and the 1/100. So retail value of 190. We've got all 3 books for 115.
Oh, wow. That's yikes.
That is cool.
These are books that you would even buy almost like.
Ooh, Lyle single malt, like that.
These are almost books you'd buy almost as an investment. You know what I mean? Like, yikes.
All right. So then we have G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero, number 301, 110 ratio. Brad Walker variant. Trading for 10. We have it for 7.
This is a steal. This book sold out at the distributor level very quickly. Most comic shops are sold out. The demand for this book was way higher than it's ever been for the Larry Hama G.I. Joe stuff. So this is actually a really good deal to get not just the issue, but to get an incentive of it. This is definitely worth it.
All right. So here's what we're going to do.
Every retailer I've talked to has said the same thing.
Tacoma, Dwayne, you got it, guys?
Yeah, Tacoma.
But I'm actually going to lower the price to 5 for you guys. Okay. We have quantities of these. Okay. So Tacoma's taking one. Dwayne's taking one. All right, so for anybody that wants, I have some quantity.
$5. Robbie's going to buy these and sell them in his store for more.
Yeah, so
even I can see this coming.
So the G.I. Joe Real American Hero number 301, 110 ratio. We are now lowering from $7 to $5. Big John, you got it now. Yeah, well, you got that right. John.
Dwayne wants a 10-pack as well.
All right, you got it, Dwayne. 10-pack.
Yeah, buy some stuff. I don't want Nick to have to come in here like Oliver Twist.
Well,
I feel bad.
He has a visitor, so that helps. I can lower the prices.
No, but I've been there when the accountant tells you, hey, look.
Looks like I have Matt, looks like Preston's claiming one. You got it, Preston. Hold on. Let me get Preston down. All right. Let me see now. So that's
most of the retailers I've talked to are all in on everything G.I. Joe. Everything from our childhood G.I. Joe Transformers.
Yeah, Tacoma. Yeah, no problem, buddy. All right, so Matt, I've got. Let me see here. So minus 8.
I'm looking to see how much Thundercats we sell. Here at
all right,
so I'm expecting that to be.
I've got 15 of these left. All right, you let me know, Matt, what you want to do. All right, but looks like minus Tacoma, Dwayne's a Pain, John Spilios, and Preston, I've got 15 left.
Matt Carper just claimed something.
Claim 301. Yep, you got it, Matt. No problem.
TJ wants the Catwoman. I tell you, the Catwoman is sweet.
Okay, let me get Matt down. Carper. You got it, Matt. All right, so TJ, gotcha, buddy. All right, so I got you down for TJ James for the Catwoman. And the G.I. Joe. You got it, buddy. Okay, so TJ.
Yeah, Dwayne, the Thundercats is one of those things where I'm expecting a big the number since they announced that my DMs exploded on Twitter because that's where I tend to talk the most about comics. And I was like, look, I don't know any more than you do. I haven't seen anything yet. I do know someone's done their Chitara cosplay cover already, but I don't know if it's gonna be a cosplay cover. It might be whatchamacallit, like a promo thing, because I don't think that kind of stuff gets cosplay covers. But one of our cosplayers has already done her Chitara thing, and I got to tell you, when you look at her, you got to focus for a second. We've had these ideas where it's almost like you're not, who am I looking at? What am I looking at here? And you have to keep in mind it's. Especially the age of AI, you can't just assume everything you're seeing is.
No, I agree. All right, then we have Incredible Hulk, Volume 4, Number 6, 125 ratio, Salvador LaRocca variant. It's trading for 25. We've got it for 12.
I remember there was a time where it was thought that nobody wanted, you couldn't do much with the Hulk. And I got to tell you, last 15 or 20 years, what I've seen people done with the Hulk is just, this went from being, he's just a big green guy with purple pants, I have nothing to work with, to what we've seen people do is just wild.
All right, so then we have Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars Battle World, number 1, 125 ratio, Francesco Mobili variant. Trading for 25, we've got it for 12. You sure can.
You sure can, Mr. Nope.
Mr. Nope, hold on a second. So that is a Carnage Volume 4, set of 3 for 115. All right, so I got you down, Mr. Nope.
What's Tacoma claim?
SW. Hold on.
Secret Wars.
Yeah. Thank you, bud.
It's a beautiful cover for that Secret Wars.
Wasn't it? I mean, I really like that a lot. I always love, and this is one of the things I think that they could always, whenever they revisit this, there's a time when the Friends were like Spider-Man and Human Torch. They were like the only teen characters, right? And I really love when they sort of give these sort of panels or even these a page to the fact that we're old men now. We've been friends since we were the young kids. I think it might have been New Warriors or one of the shows, Young Avengers, where Human Torch and Spider-Man are looking at each other and they're like, wasn't this us an hour ago? And now they're being called, I think it was Young Avengers, and now they're kind of being called like the old people. And I was like, that's how fast it happens.
So well, you just saw the Romita portfolio, right?
Yeah.
So that was brought by our buddy Spencer, who's here, meeting with Nick tonight. And he just said something and made me feel
I wasn't kidding
really
about that.
old.
There's literally John Romita Sr.'s portfolio.
I've known Spencer Beck a really long time. And he needed to mention, Alex was standing there, that he knew me before Alex was born. I'm like, he ain't that young. Then we asked Alex what year he was born, and he said 1990. And actually, that's about the time that Spencer and I met.
Oh God, my damage chart is stopping. Move this along. I don't want to hear.
I was still married to my first wife at that point, I think. That made me feel really old.
I was 9 years old in 1990.
I'm throwing this pen at the screen.
Where's the Comcast fade out when I need it?
Yeah, now it's friggin' perfect.
Now it's perfect.
Now it's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
My friend, and he shocked me. I am the godfather to one of his daughters and one of his sons. He's without me even being in the room, they'll always make fun of him for being old and whatever. He refers to the time we would do stuff before he had children as the happy time. He's like, I was happy then. And I was like, dude, you can't say that to your kids. He's like, as long as I pay their college tuition, I can say whatever they want. And I've never been more happy to not have any kids. Because I'd say something like that and I feel terrible, but he just says it all the time.
All right, Sean, we didn't need to know that. Matt, we didn't need to know that either. Okay.
You know what? When people are telling us, I was 13 then, we're going to add $13 to their invoice. So go ahead, keep it up. Let's see who wins this game.
Not an employee. Cannot do that. Just a reminder. I cannot do that, actually.
There should be a disclaimer at the bottom. He doesn't actually work here.
But something to keep in mind, as clearly demonstrated tonight, John does not like to be reminded about how old he is. Neither do I. Robbie, you're at that threshold. You're not old, but you ain't young. You know what I'm saying?
I got carded at the store today. And the lady was like, I'm sorry, you look way younger than that. And I was like, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, now I just started lying. When people are like, how old are you? 77. When they say, you look great, I'm like,
I hate to say this. The last time I got carded, I'm waiting for the woman to say something similar. She goes, oh, yeah, the register won't let me do it unless I scan the barcode on your driver's license. I'm like, you couldn't lie?
Don't worry,
you
Grandpa,
could just make something up.
Old.
You couldn't say, oh, I had to ask you. You look so young. You couldn't lie, lady. I tried to tell her. I said, you should have lied. And she kind of looked at me all offended.
See, it depends on where you go, right? Because I'm at a bar like in Myrtle Beach, and if they need to see my ID, they're like, just want to know where you live, just in case. Like, they make it fun and flirty because they need those tip jars to be exploding, right? It all depends on where you go.
All right, Marcus, not funny.
That's funny.
You're usually very funny. Today, not so much.
We got a junior situation going on here.
Hell no.
Oh my godson said to me, we're doing this thing of Image Comics. And that's like, he looks at me and goes, you are older than Image Comics. I said, yes.
Yes, I am.
That's when you go, you're older than Dynamite.
I've got enough responsibilities. Thank you, Jay, for pointing that out. I have my daughter. I have my illegitimate son that lives in the Virginia area. Come on.
He's calling constantly.
Yeah,
we found Rex's son.
Well, that's why I got a new phone. I blocked him. No. All right. So,
in September, we were having a conversation at work about 9/11. We were like, oh, everybody remembers where they were. And I looked at a dude and I was like, what was your, what were you doing? He's like, bro, I wasn't even born. I'm like, oh.
Get out of my store. Pay your bill and get out of my store.
Get out. Take your comics and get out.
Son, have you ever kissed a girl?
Preston, no. Oh my God! I'm just glad I don't.
Do you have something really good to sell them?
Why? So you can figure out what you need to take.
Well, the more books you move, the more reason I have to loiter by the vault.
All right.
Okay, let me help you with that.
Let's do our signed books. All right. So we have Astonishing Spider-Man Wolverine #1. signed by artist Adam Kubert.
Oh,
All right, we have this at a blockbuster price of $29.99. All right, I am practically giving it away.
yeah.
First of all, Adam Kubert, pretty much one of the dynasties in comics. You know, you got the Ramirez, you got the Kuberts, right?
Right.
This is such a fun series and a great issue, and Kubert's artwork is fantastic in it. So even if you've never read it, you might want to crack it open and give it a read because it's a really good book.
Well, that's one of the things I love about this show too. Like, we'll sell a book and it's all fine, but it'll bring up something like, I think a couple of weeks ago, we did like a Chaos War cover, and Robbie and I talked about it a little bit. I went back and I read it, and it was better than I remembered it being.
All right, so we have this for $29.99 for Adam Kubert, signed Spider-Man and Wolverine.
And if I remember correctly, this is a wraparound cover, so that's even cooler.
I think it is a wraparound cover.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, I was going to say check on that, but it would be rare that both Robbie and I remembered wrong. Well, let's be honest. I mean,
as young and fresh as our minds are, right, John?
That's why I didn't say anything. I'm trying to be honest.
You're like that woman carding you. I have to scan it.
All right.
That is wraparound, right?
And it is. Look at this.
Oh, this is really
It is
nice.
a wraparound cover. Huh? Look at that. $29.99, folks. I can't get no cheaper than that. If I try to get cheaper than that, that will result in Nick busting in like 5-0.
If it any better, we let you into the Kubert house.
What's that now?
I said they only live like 2 hours north. If the deal got any better, we'd be driving them past the house.
Got a claim for it.
You got a claim for it.
All right. Okay, the Baccara. Thanks for joining us, man. All right, so I don't remember, unless you were using a different username. Let me get you down, Baccara. Okay, so just so you know, Baccara, all you have to do is hit the link that's pinned at the top. Thank you, Lyle. Thank you, Steve.
Get Alex to clean it before it gets sent out.
All right.
I don't know. Maybe they want to leave it like that because then he can just get some dust or something, and then he could get into Rex's phone, and who
No, I upgraded it to Face ID now. So now all you have to do is knock me out and hold the phone in my face.
Remember, by Charlton on the newsstand, I will let you know how old I am. I bought Dell and Gold Key on the newsstand.
Baccara, don't do anything that Dwayne tells you to do, man.
Oldest living comic book
I have a
fan.
matching offer for you. You like metal books? All right. So, Baccara, click the link that's pinned at the top. That's our submission form. Fill out your information, like your real name, obviously.
It is indeed.
Your ship to address, and we will invoice you tomorrow morning. As soon as you fill that out, it gives us all the info that we have. We find it's the most efficient way of doing our claims. It keeps everything all straight. All right. And thank you, CJ. It keeps Amy happy. Exactly. Okay. But thank you for joining us,
Amy
man.
needs the. When I was a kid, I say this all the time. The covers that attracted me the most were not Marvel or DC. It was Gold Key, because it was the stuff I was seeing on the television.
Dude, they would have some of those amazing painted covers sometimes too.
Yeah.
Oh my! Like were they the ones that did the Boris Karloff one?
Yeah, the Boris Karloff
dude,
one.
Those covers. There's this like UFO aliens and stories or something like that. Those covers are awesome. I would love a book of just Gold Key covers. Right?
You know what? There was someone on Instagram who was trying to kind of crowdfund that or whatever, and it just didn't work out. And I felt bad. Because that, I was like, yeah, you'll get my money.
Does anybody want to see Gold Key Star Treks? I could put them on Wednesday's show if anybody has any interest. We have a set that Nick picked up a while ago. I've run a few of them in the past, but that was probably like a year or two.
I think this crowd would like that.
All right, so let's try to do. All right, I will do that for Wednesday. I promise. All right, so next up, Avengers: The Children's Crusade, signed by artist Jim Chung. It's just a retail of $29.99. We have it for $19.99, but let's get nuts.
Oh boy,
let's do it for $15.
I'm going to tell you this: Jim Chung is an amazing talent. This is a pretty solid book. and it's rife for possibilities for the MCU to exploit the whole Doctor Doom, Scarlet Witch, and her kids, all of that kind of jam that's going on here. I would not be surprised if Marvel Studios, once they realize that people love Doctor Doom and Scarlet Witch, so I'm just saying, it's good pickup for that price for sure.
All right, so it looks like, let's see. Steve Vendetta, not a fan.
Triple B asked about Rachel Holland. Her and I texted briefly this weekend. She was at the Colts game. She was in one of the owners' boxes or something. She does a ton of spokesmodel work now. I mean, I'm always glad when she has time to jump in front of the camera to be on the cover, but she does a ton of spokesmodel stuff now. She was just signed by one of the con organizers. That she'll sort of be, repping them and stuff like that too. So you can follow these people. You can follow the cosplayers usually on Instagram, sometimes Twitter, but on Instagram they let you know where they're going to be, that sort of thing. Sometimes they have stores.
Well, hopefully she wasn't in Jim Isray's box, the majority owner of the Colts.
Yeah, I don't think she. I said,
well, no. He's gone off the deep end. He had an interview because he had a DUI like a few years back, and he blamed it on the fact that he's being discriminated against for being a white billionaire. I kid you not.
No,
the guy's out there. Woohoo! Okay,
you know what?
Out there, man.
People aren't perfect, but I remember at least when rich people kind of took their pinch. They stepped out of line, they got a bunch of breaks, and then sometimes they just be like, you know what? I made a mistake, and I got to deal with this.
What are we doing for a giveaway tonight?
We are doing
it's right under here.
Candy Vigilante.
Okay, that is a cool giveaway.
And
if we get the 40 likes, what's the hashtag?
It's hashtag EXPXs.
Okay. I like that. All right.
I figured you would.
I had another one, but
trying to keep it simple for the folks.
Save that one.
Yeah, that's the 40 likes.
Put it in your phone and save that.
All right, so we will have a second giveaway, of which we don't know what it is yet, if we get to 40 likes. So log into all your accounts and hit that like button, guys.
Yeah, seriously. How close are we to 40 likes?
What?
How close are we to 40 likes?
Yeah, we're at 21, so
that's going to be tough.
We're a little far. All right. So next up, we have Invincible Iron Man number 25, signed by writer Matt Fraction. Suggested retail of $29.99, and we've got it for $19.99.
Now we know one of the things Matt Fraction was doing. We see him on Invincible.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I didn't see that, Sean.
Yeah, right. I didn't see that.
All right, then last signed book of the night, Miss Marvel number 50, signed by writer Brian Reed. Suggested retail $29.99. We had a price here at $15. Let's make it $10. What the heck?
I like where he signed it. That's very cool.
It's also real cool, like homage to the death of Captain Marvel, right? I like.
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was just going to say. That's sort of
Yeah, there you go, Marcus. Good one.
Good for Fraction.
Yeah, you guys, I don't know what else to do there. $10 for a signed book.
Thank you, Matt. I might have misspoken. I said Invincible, but yeah, I also saw his name on Apple TV. Has a great show called Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. They're trying to keep the monster thing going, which I very much appreciate. I think after Godzilla versus Kong, it sort of looked
Thanks,
like
Makar.
done. But
thank you, buddy. All right, so we got to go to break in a minute. Now, when we come back, we have some older incentives that we've got a handful of that we're going to make available to the group. And let's see. Yeah,
we're going to take something off Alex's desk. We're going to take something off Alex's desk.
Dude, are you kidding me? It's like trying to rob hay in a haystack. Are you kidding me? Triple B, Dynamite Books. We do have a mystery pack, my friend, that is all Dynamite books. So we can get to that as soon as we get back. You know what? Back with it. Let's do it right now before we go to break.
Give me a couple of minutes.
All right. It is the Women of Dynamite mystery pack.
Oh.
So it will include a CGC 9.8, a premium metal book, and a signed book. Retail value of $259.98, and we've got it for $150.
Man, you really want this. If you are a fan of the Women in Dynamite, you really want this.
Oh, Stevie B. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I know. It is being shown on CBS. That's a good one. Diary Rudolph. I'm doing that for Wednesday, Stevie B. I like it. So, yeah, I would say, Sean, you're right? So your CGC 9.8 has a minimum value of $100. The metals retail for $100, so that's $200 right there. You're getting a signed book by a well-known creator.
I'm looking at this. I can see it because I'm on the back.
You're on the back side. I know you can see
That's
it.
why I was
I know
trying
you
to let
can see
people
it.
know. Not
Well,
to spoil.
that defeats the whole purpose of a mystery pack if you do that, right?
Well, you did already spoil what the metal cover was, Rex.
What?
You did already spoil what the metal cover was.
TJ was looking for something. I think a vampy metal. I think that's what he said.
So it's kind of a mystery box. It's like 2/3 of a mystery.
Yeah. So, yeah, Triple B. I don't know. I've been married twice. I don't know if this is how great that is.
Rex is the wrong guy to talk to.
Is great.
Not
Mileage varies. You know what I mean? Like
I will say, all right, Tacoma, just for you because you bought a bunch of mystery packs. It's Joseph Michael Linzer is the signature. I'm not saying on what book though.
All right, now it's less of a mystery again, Rex. What are you doing here?
It's not even a mystery set anymore. It's a vague set.
It's a vague pack. The Women of Dynamite vague pack.
Comics.
Yeah, Matt, we do it all for fun.
I'll tell you what I would like to do. The day Nick takes a vacation and I get to be publisher for a day, we're going to do Women of Dynamite, like all the cosplay covers in one of those big photography things.
All right, here we go. Before we go to break, okay, I'm going to show the mystery pack. What the heck? All right.
Are you like that dude that lets your kid open all of her Christmas presents before Christmas?
He's opening the stuff on December 20th, Rob.
Do you want to know what I bought my daughter and her boyfriend for Christmas as a group gift? I noticed the tires on his car were like worn, dude. They were like bad. The treads were almost gone. I was afraid threads were going to start sticking out. And I said, because, they ride around, because he has a hybrid. So when they travel, they take his car, obviously. So I bought him 4 new tires. That was the gift.
That's a very practical, good dad gift.
That's a thoughtful gift.
What am I going to buy them? You know what I mean? It's at their age, it's pointless. That's the stuff that they need.
Comics is what you buy them. What's wrong?
You can buy them a Dynamite, somewhat vague mystery pack.
I bet you wouldn't get the employee
discount
on the tires you'd have got for comics.
All right, here we go. So the 9.8 is Vengeance of Vampirella Volume 2, number 9, 9.8. Look at that. That is a Lucio Perillo cover. I love this one.
Man, that was...
All right. Then Red Sonja, Hell Sonja, premium metal cover. All right, let me see who the artist is.
I love Hell Sonja.
Take a look and see who the artist is. Is this also Perillo? Looks a lot like him, doesn't it? It is. So 2 Perillo covers.
Oh, man.
What's that?
This is really nice. I like this. When we came in, I saw this. I'm like, I really hope somebody picks this up. This is very cool.
All right. And the signed book, not available on our site. It was a crowdfunder at one time. Vampirella number 1, signed by Joseph Michael Linzer. All right. So you get all 3 books. The CGC 9.8 is $100 retail. The metal book is $100, and the signed book is $60. All right, and what did I say we had tonight? Let's take a look. And I'm gonna go to break. All right. So let's see. Okay, we have it.
Mr. Easy Go Lucky wants the mystery pack, and he wants it gifted to Triple B.
Oh, easy. Okay, you got it, buddy. Very nice of you.
We always talk about the community. Super nice. especially during the holidays.
Okay, lucky.
I guess we're going to break.
Give to who you say Triple B, right?
Yes.
Okay. You got it, buddy. And
Dude, you're absolutely right. There's not a lot of unpainted Linson art out there.
I hate to say it, I was getting ready to lower the price to $135, so I'm going to honor that price and give it to you, my friend, because in the spirit of Christmas, you gave it to Triple B. That's really nice. So it's $135, buddy. Just so you know.
God bless us, everyone.
All right, Jay, take us to break.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming dead by sleep.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey. And behind every page, there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find the link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
Yeah, no doubt.
We
All right.
are
back. All right, so Ron, what's going on, buddy? I saw you jump in. All right, so we're gonna go back and do a quick recap.
I was gonna say it's a good idea to do the Rex cap.
Yes, it is. Of the sketch covers we have for the night. All right, so to start off, we have Batman number 181, signed with Batman cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $149.99. And we've got it tonight for $75. Then we had Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, signed with Captain America versus Daredevil by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $149.99. And we've got it for $75 as well. Then we did Star Trek Green Lantern number 1, signed with Spock, McCoy, and Orion Girl cover sketch by Jessica Court. Suggested retail $149.99. We've got it for $69.
Pause 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you this. This year when I was in Austin with a good friend of mine, at least once a year we try to go away. He's talking to me about this show he absolutely loves. Almost immediately, I realize he's talking about Robbie and Pop Culture Philosophers, but I don't say anything. We're driving to the hotel, and he's telling me all this stuff. I'm like, and he doesn't say anything to me. We get to the hotel, and he's like, oh, yeah, and then they do this. Dude, you love the show. They talk about horror movies. I'm like, do they really? And this goes on and on and on. Finally, we get to the room, crash. He's like, oh, let's just relax a little bit before we go down to the con. I said, okay, sure, fine. I opened up my iPad. Boom, I hit one of the old things. He opens it up. I said, is that the guy you're talking about? And he looks at me, and he's like, you're a jerk. But the way he said it was the best. It was straight Napoleon Dynamite. You're a jerk. I said, yeah, I said, I know Robbie a little bit.
Thank you for sharing that story.
Robbie, you have fans everywhere, man. We were at the bar, and there was a girl in the bar that said, oh, I watched this show. This is a horror guy. I said, yes, it is.
But I hate his hair.
No, she didn't say that. She just said that's the horror guy. And then she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like glomming in your iPad. I'm like, no. I said, I do a show with this guy. So, I'm glad to see him.
His head grew 3 sizes that day.
Yeah, even though Austin's con tends to be more TV related, ATX TV, there are a ton of comic people there, like a heavy amount of comic book people there.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah, we were talking about that on Friday. Yeah, that was a good choice. That's actually pretty interesting. I heard the real Frank Dukes does not look at all like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No, he didn't then and didn't now. Like how, Sean? How was he? What was it like meeting him? That's got to be interesting. I'd like to meet Frank Dukes, and I wouldn't like talk smack to him or nothing and be like, you liar. Because here's the thing: whether that story was true or not, it's not. But whether the Bloodsport story was true or not, it made an awesome movie.
Yeah, well, you can talk smack to him; he's gonna smack you right back. And I don't mean with talk.
I almost remember. Is it Alan Moore who said, "Well, isn't this a fictional tale? Aren't they all?"
All right. Well, that's a complaint about Napoleon right now. It's not historically accurate.
They're not trying to make it historically accurate.
I'm with you.
They're desperately trying to get you to forget about superhero movies and go back to seeing normal cinema stuff.
I'm with you.
They don't want to have to bet their entire life savings on Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. All right. So then Planet of the Apes #1 signed with Taylor versus the Apes cover sketch by Dan Needlinger. It's just a retail of $149.99. We've got it tonight for $68. All right. So, Ron, those are all the sketch covers, my friend. All right. Then, okay, so we have one more mystery pack. Yeah, Sean. No, we want you to lie to us. Tell us the honest answer. I'm curious.
Well, it always tells you this is like a people's level of familiarity, right? Same bar, person about the same age. The girl sitting to my right says, oh, I've watched this. This is a horror guy. Knows who he is. The next person next to her, maybe she's with her, I don't even know, looks and says, they have podcasts about horror movies? And I turn to my friend. He's like, please don't say anything in here. And I didn't. I just smiled. But I'm like, that shows you the full range of, you've got people who literally identified Robbie from an open iPad on a bar versus, her friend that's right next to her that doesn't even know that horror podcasts are a thing. I'm not hammering her. I mean, but it just, it cracked me up. I'm like, there's like a big range of people in there.
Eric, what's up, bud? Thanks for joining us, man. All right. Let's get things moving. All right. Let's see here. Should I start slashing prices all over the place?
Just slash the stuff because Nick has something he probably wants to come in with. So
all right, so here we go.
Sell all this stuff for cheap.
All right, so we're gonna go back to sketch covers and we're gonna slash prices. All right. So Batman #181 signed with Batman cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza.
This is so
$149.99 suggested retail. We had it $75. Let's do it for $69. Yikes. All right.
Well, that's certainly one way to get Nick to come in here.
Yeah, right.
Cutting
Here
things
it comes.
out.
Here it comes. All right. Then we had.
He's just going to see in the chat Nick and middle finger emojis. Oh.
All right. So then we have Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, signed with Captain America versus Daredevil by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. It's just a retail of $149.99. We had it $75. Let's make that $69. You do, Ron. Unfortunately, John Spilios picked up the pair. Let me see, Ron, if I have any others in inventory. I don't know, my friend. All right, but I will find out for you. All right, so then we did Star Trek Green Lantern #1, signed with Spock, McCoy, and Orion Girl, cover sketch by Jessica Court. Suggested retail of $149.99. We have it at $69. Let's do it at $60. All right. And then finally, Planet of the Apes, #1, signed with Taylor versus Apes, cover sketch by Dan Needlinger. This one, personal favorite of mine. Love that movie. Suggested retail of $149.99. We have it at $68. Let's do that for $60 too. I can't get no cheaper than that, at least not without Nick coming in.
This man ain't ate his gobbler yet, and it's showing, y'all. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, right?
That's probably 2 meals. That's
yeah, well, no doubt. Usually when you bring me something, it's
that covered the
huge.
whole panini press, man.
Yeah. Whole panini press. Peeps. Oh, my God. All right, so what?
Pieces were sticking out of that press. Rex, you better enjoy it.
Oh, how can you make a gobbler? You know, it's Thanksgiving stuff. I'm like, you've never had mac and cheese at Thanksgiving?
Well said. All right. So let me see here. All right.
Sean, I've met him too. I met him at a Food Network thing. He was the chairman for Iron Chef America.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right. So let me see here.
Which is funny because he'll tell you, if you ask him, he hardly cooks at all. He said he's very much a meal plan guy. He's very much a calling the hotel and asking them to send up a salad. He is not. He's like, there's very much a little bit of the imposter syndrome. He's like, I'm very much playing a character. I don't claim to have any kind of culinary credential whatsoever.
We do. Should we get to that, you think, Jay? Let's do that. Let's get to the Thors. All right. So here we go. These are back issue Thors. All right. And starting Thor number 336. We've got this for $8. These are all in really good condition. Alex, if you're watching, let us know what you thought the conditions were, the range. All right. Then we have Thor number 3.
The J. Jonah Jameson moment. Somebody send in Alex. Parker.
All right. Thor number 347. We have this one for $6.
This is primo Thor stuff, too. This is Walt Simonson, y'all. This is like some of outside of Kirby. This is the best Thor you got, right?
Yeah. I mean, don't take this the wrong way. A lot of talented creators have worked on Thor, but that was funny. I just did the J. Jonah Jameson thing. Somebody sent in Alex.
What would you say condition, Alex?
They're at least 9.0s. Most of them are probably 9.2s.
All right, so 9.
But
yeah, other than Kirby, I don't know if that level.
I'm gonna say
Simonson. I really
probably
don't.
the early Simonson stuff will be 8.5s minimum. However, most of them are going to be in the 9s. Again, these are not bad-looking books at all. I mean, there may be 2 or 3 very small spine.
Uh-oh.
Alex broke the internet.
Yep, Alex came in and broke the internet. Everything was going so swell, Jay.
Well, while they're doing that, we got a 353 as well for $6.
Look at that Walt Simonson layout. Look at that. Look at that composition, Jay. Have you read this run, Jay? Have you read the Simonson Thor stuff?
No, I have not. I'm a Thor fan. I like Beta Ray Bill a little more, but no.
Well, you know who created him, right? Walt Simonson in this run. So good. You got to read it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Are
to
we
check
back?
this one out.
Oh yeah, you're back, but you don't have to be. If you want to take a break, me and Jay got this.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
are we
what,
up to?
what am I going to add that Robbie doesn't? Come on now.
All right, so we have the 353 for 6.
I think when Walt Simonson starts on Thor, there's always this kind of split. The majority of people are happy to see Thor as a superhero, right? There's a small majority of us that would like to see it more like Lord of the Rings.
Right.
And when Walt Simonson came on, I remember thinking the small group of Lord of the Rings people were finally heard. We finally kind of got the visuals we wanted. We got the stories we wanted.
Right.
And I understand it's not for everybody. You know, everybody wants to see Thor in the Avengers or whatever, and I totally get it. Great character, but
Well, Thor's one of those rare heroes and characters where the secret identities nobody even cares about anymore, right? As soon as Walt got away from that, like they very rarely ever. I mean, sometimes they try to bring it back. Like Dan Jurgens and John Romita Jr. did a good job of creating a new guy that he was tied to, Jake Olsen or whatever. But it's just like, no, we just need Thor to be Thor. We don't need him to be a doctor with his crush on I almost said Jane Foster. I almost said Natalie Portman. I thought that was the character's name. Anyway.
That's funny.
All right.
Next justice for Donald Blake. Nice. Nobody cares about Donald Blake.
So next up we have Thor number 376. You've got that for 5.
I have this issue in my collection. It was one of the first comics I ever had, like that my stepdad would send me when he would be stationed with the Navy station. And he would send me comics. That's when I first started reading them. So this is one of like my very first collection of comics is this issue of Thor. I loved it. I read it so many times. It's like falling apart.
All right. So next up we have Thor number 377. And we've got that for $5.
There's always a bigger hammer, right? That's the message behind this cover.
I was going to say that's the message here is always the bigger hammer.
All right. Then we have Thor number 379. And we've got that for $5.
Been thankful. I saw someone.
Is he sick? Because he's the wrong color.
I know, right? I saw someone with a massive Fin Fang Foom back tattoo. And I thought to myself, that piece must have taken 50, 60 hours, right? And I just thought to myself, that's a love of a character that you can't unshake. I mean, he was lifting up his shirt and showing people and they were taking pictures or whatever. You know, he was a pretty, in shape guy. But it was a huge tattoo. And he's like, always been my favorite thing in comics. And I'm like, that in and of itself is weird, but the fact that I just love that. That's sort of, when I saw that, I thought to myself, if he'd come over our way, I'd have bought him a beer. He was, it was very cool.
The chat is cracking me up with all these Thor puns. It's cracking me up.
I know, right? All right. So next up we have Thor number 385 for $8.
Who's this? Is this Ron Friends?
I was going to say, that has a Ron Friends look to it.
I don't know. I think there's a signature down there, but I can't read it. I bet somebody in the chat knows who this is.
All right. So then we have Thor number 388. We've got that for $5.
Oh, wow.
Oh, back when people cared about the Celestials. Before that Eternals movie.
Ouch.
I'm just saying there's a giant hand sticking out of the Indian Ocean and nobody talks about it. Like in the Marvel movies, right?
All right.
Yeah, Matt, there's there's absolutely a lot of Kirby energy in that sort of the celestial pose. And
all right, so then CJ. Then Thor number 390, and we've got that for $20. Then we have Thor number 392, and we've got that for $5.
Thank you, Marcus and TJ. Ron Friends, Al Milgram.
There we go.
All right. Then we have Thor number 393, and we've got that for $4. All right. Then we have Thor number 394, and we've got that for $6.
It's a really cool cover.
Yeah, this is a great way to sort of fill in these gaps. You know, everybody has gaps in their books, right?
Right.
And this is a nice way to do it. This stuff is in good shape.
All right. Then we've got Thor number 398, and we've got that for $5. Hey,
Prisoners of the Pyramid Scheme. That's what this is, right? Thor starts selling knives.
Was this like a special co-sponsor
Amway.
by Cutco or Amway or something?
He tries to get Sif. He tries to talk Sif and Balder into it, right? The Warriors 3.
You did not get a photo of 392. Is that what you're telling me, Jay? I'll have to take a look at that. All right.
Yeah, I have 390 and 393. It skips 392.
That's weird. Okay, gotcha. All right, so then we have Thor number 399. And we've got that for $4.
It's another gorgeous cover. Yeah. This era of Thor was like Kirby-inspired gold in the 80s, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, this was sort of Thor's real popular in the 60s. By the 70s, he's sort of a little, you know, they've got him doing like, you know, the Shakespearean speech. And it's just, it's not connecting with that second wave of Marvel fans as much as it would like. You get here in the 80s and they kind of find new energy for him. And I think that's a great way to sort of, so I think the way to put this.
You really got to lean into the Kirby to make Thor work. And so many people don't do that. But like when you think about the greatest runs outside of Kirby's runs, right? You think of Simonson, you think of DeFalco and Friends. You even think of John Romita Jr. and Klaus Janson. They're all bringing that big bombastic Kirby crackle energy, right? That's what you got to do.
I mean, the character is the God of Thunder. The backdrop is big. When I saw the very first Thor movie, the visuals, I thought they had nailed it. I did not realize what the movie was going to be later. But when I just saw the visual of Asgard, I thought, oh, wow, they got it.
John, sorry. We've been talking about that earlier.
I think it was like Merry Marvel Marching Society. It was just like this weird colored, like yellow shirt with black ink. Are we
buffering again? Oh, really?
That's weird. Y'all look fine on my end.
Yeah, same on my end. Maybe it's the EXP now. Maybe it's Jay getting the problems.
It's contagious.
No, that's not Jay, because I think they use 28.8 over there, right?
All right. So then we have Thor number 402. And we have that for $4. And yeah, right, TJ, that's a double drink. And then Thor number 403, that's $4. And then the rotating white circle of death.
Yikes. That's always a pairing that they always seem to be together. Enchantress and Executioner, right?
Right. It's the Arctic Freeze. All right. Then we have Thor number 404, and we've got that for $4.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. It's so obvious. It looks super retro. Marcus is right. This is very much a, we sort of, Kirby is our guy, so now we're going to make him your guy.
Well, I was actually doing a panel this year with Roy Thomas, Tom DeFalco, and Ron Friends. And I talked to Ron Friends about his work, and he was like, it's obvious. It's Kirby and Romita. That's all I do is what they did. I'd never defined my own style, and I just did what they did. And I'm like, no, you have your own style, but it is based on that, right? But like Ron Friends, still, by the way, such a cool dude. Amazing artist still. I was just watching this dude doodle, and it was beautiful, beautiful.
Thanks, One Collection.
Yeah, the fact that so many of these artists are, almost they're so laid back about their their talent, and you watching them sketch stuff. I remember seeing.
You sure can, Dwayne. 392. You got it, buddy.
I remember seeing Walt Simonson waiting for, like, I was actually 2 rows back, but I remember, and he's just drawing a sketch on top of a short box cover. And he just kind of turned around and showed it to people. This has got to be probably 25 years ago. And it was like one of the most amazing things I'd ever seen. And he was literally just sitting there with like a blue pencil. Oh, that's all it is. And I'm like, oh, is that all it is?
All right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not sure what happened with that, Jay. So just skip to 406. All right. And we've got that for $1. No, we don't. We have it for $4. But you know what? I said $1. So
I was going to say, you said $1. So now...
We're going to make it $1. What the heck? I'm just getting crazy. All right.
I can go get 12 quarters from my console in the car if you need them.
All right. Then finally, Thor number 407. And we've got that for $4. All right. So that is all the Thor back issues. I guess nobody's trying to fill out a run or anything. Except for Dwayne.
You know what maybe we should do? Maybe when we're going to do these fill out stuff, maybe we should announce it ahead of time. Like next week we're doing Thor. So go check your checklists. Find out what you need.
All right. So let me see here.
That's not a bad idea, John. Not a bad idea.
No, I'm just thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like, and this way Alex can sort of get on that a little bit.
Right.
And, rather than just so this way we're not quite so hit or miss.
All right. So anyway,
the chat is killing it with
everybody with the Thor puns and now the Friends puns. Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
All right, Dan H. Thanks for joining us. All right, very simple. We can ship one of 2 ways, depending on where you are. Anywhere within the continental United States, up to 6 bag and boarded books is $10. $10 priority mail. Up to 3 slab books is $17.50 priority mail anywhere within the continental United States. If you live in Canada, Hawaii, Alaska, let us know if you claim something. Fill out the submission form that's pinned at the top of the chat. We'll figure out the exact cost of sending it to you. We can also ship something that the U.S. Postal Service calls a ground advantage. That is cheaper. And if you requested that, we would price things out exactly for what it's going to cost you to your location. All right. So that's how we handle the shipping costs, my friend. All right.
I don't want Thor's Hammer to come down on you with shipping.
Okay.
We get that a lot, actually.
So
wait, Matt Carper wants us to move faster. He said, get some books off the rack. So real quick question. What has been claimed so far?
Okay. All right, the incentives are up.
How about this? I am trying to find my purchases $5 right now. See, Matt wants to spend more money. All right. Anybody who buys any Thors right now, I'll make it simple. We'll knock $2 off of any Thor. Let's start there, and then we'll take it from there.
Well, one of those Thors was $1. So does that mean you're going to owe them money?
I'm interpreting this for you. Matt. And we're having fun. We're not the high pressure show, so we're just having fun.
Marcus
Matt
claimed the Romita portfolio, and I don't know who. I don't think that's for sale.
Well, I mean, I guess everything has a price. Marcus, there's this Tales of Suspense 39 page that just went sold. It's not your fault, Matt. We're having fun. It's okay.
You got it, Marcus.
He'll take the $1 book at $1. Which book was $1?
406.
I got to tell you, I've seen a lot of cool stuff here in this office. Walking past John Romita Sr.'s art portfolio, that's kind of hard to beat.
I think technically y'all owe Marcus $1 now because it was already $1 and it's a -1. So are y'all going to give Marcus $1? Do I need to ship him $1?
No, I'll just take 4 quarters to the board that's in the box.
So I just want the Tales of Suspense 39 page that just sold in Heritage. I'll trade it for that.
You said you were giving them a deal.
Everybody can get $2 off any Thor book that's on the rack right now. If it's $5, it's $3. If it's $6, it's $4. If somebody decides to buy a bunch of them, we'll give a better deal if you want to buy a bunch.
So Dwayne DePayne, will obviously honor that for you as well, my friend.
Of course. What did he buy?
He bought 392. So we're taking at 5. That makes it 3.
Okay, not a problem. Then, you already took 392 off the rack.
No, 392 for some reason is probably in the pile, not in the rack.
Okay. All right. I thought I was speeding this up. I'm slowing it down.
Why don't we go to break and take the stuff that we sold off the rack so we know?
Did any of the commission cover art move?
Let's see.
Yeah, Luke Cage and
Iron Fist.
And Catwoman, the Catwoman one.
The Catwoman, the Darwin Cook looking Catwoman.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Thor 390 is a cool key. Nice.
Cat wielding the hammer.
All right. So you know what? That's a good point. Thank you. Jay, take us to break. We'll be
Wait. Before you take us to break, right now, real quick, before the break, this is the cool mini key. It's priced at $20. 62 Lefty said no Nick's nickel hour. Oh, Lyle. I'm going to do $8 off, $12 if you claim it before the break. It's got some Mariner, but you got to claim it before we get a break. $12.
All right, Dwayne DePayne, you got it, buddy.
He claimed it?
Yeah. So, Jay, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can see you. You look fine. Not sure what's going on.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Very good. All right. So let's go to break. We'll be right back, and we'll get through the rest of the books, and then we are only at 33 likes. Actually, Jay, how many on Facebook?
Looks like there's only one.
Okay, so that puts us at 34. So we need to get to 40 for the second giveaway, people. All right. So we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales. There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you.
Hey, Ed Weird, what's going on, buddy? All right, so we might as well do the second one, the mystery pack. It is Spider-Verse Mystery Mega Pack. Includes a 9.8, a signed book in silver, and a sketch cover. Total retail value $269.97. We had it at $150, but since I lowered the other one, we're gonna go to $135 on this one too.
Are we blurry again?
I have no idea. Are we? I don't look blurry.
You're not
here.
blurry to me.
Something's going on today. Yeah, isn't that weird? Usually it's us, we're out, rest of the world, but today it seems like it's sporadic everywhere. So, isn't that weird? Okay, we're okay to add weird.
Do this one. All right.
Bakara, I don't know your real name, dude. So I'm gonna have to attach the two.
The next step down from this is the Telegraph. I don't know how.
But if you can hit submission form and ask that question as well, that automatically goes to both me and Amy. So your phone must be on crack. All right.
This iPhone 2 is the latest in cutting edge technology for 2007. How dare you, sir?
Oh dear God, Lyle, I can't even imagine.
40 below. Oh
That's unreal. All right. So these are previous incentives that we still have a handful left. So consider this like kind of the best, last chance, if you will. It's a little cold here, guys. You said something about snow.
Yeah, Alexa just messaged me on the phone and said you might have snow tomorrow. I set up snow alerts so that if my wife actually has to drive to the office, because she works from home like about half the time.
Lyle's laughing at us right now. Going, you wussies. All right. So here we go. Batman Volume 3, number 137. 125 ratio, Salvador LaRocca variant.
Oh, I like this a lot.
Been trading for 25. We have it for 8.
I love when they take the whole palette like low key. You know what I mean? They're not trying to do it too bright or too. His name's Kevin. He said.
Well, gotcha, buddy. We'll take a look, my man. All right, so we have it at 8. Let's do it at 6.
Oh man, it's almost cover price.
I know. I'm going crazy. All right. Okay, so then we have Batman Volume 3, number 137, 150 ratio. Joe Quesada variant.
Ooh, wow.
It's trading for 50. We have it for 15.
They always say your art needs to look good in black and white first before color, right? And Joe Quesada is a master of that, among many other masters in this medium. I think it's something that a lot of modern comic art gets away from, actually.
Oh, I agree. I think now we're seeing a lot more of like digital effects and stuff being added to covers. And I'm not giving anybody a hard time, but I think you can kind of tell those people that really are happy with just a white piece of paper and pencils.
All right. So next up, we have Batman and Robin Volume 3, number 1, 2023, 125 ratio.
Coming in.
Clay Man variant.
I heard we got over 40 likes, but keep going. Come on, guys.
All right. Trading for 25. We have it for 8, but I'm going to make this one 6 too.
Love that Dark Knight homage right there, man. That's awesome.
Dark Knight homage, right?
All right. Then we have Batman and Robin Volume 3, number 1 from 2023, 150 ratio, Kale New variant. Trading for 50. We've got it for 15.
See, I appreciate stuff so much, seeing just the ink, right? Like you can see all the marks, you can see all the work put in there, man. It's gorgeous.
This is a beautiful book to just pick up.
All right. So then we had Batman. Then we have Batman and Robin Volume 3, number 1, 2023, 1/100
I think
ratio.
Dan wants this. I'm sorry.
Dan, which one, buddy? Do you want the 1 in 50, the 1 in 25? Let me know, buddy. Okay, so then this is the 1 in 100 Batman and Robin Volume 3, number 1. Simone DeMio variant, trading for 100. We have it for 70.
I should have made the giveaway to be tied in with selling out of Thor as well.
No.
Wait till you see the giveaway.
Okay. All right. So Dan, just let me know which one of the Batmans you want, buddy. What ratio? All right. Then we have Daredevil Volume 8, number 1 from 2023, 125 ratio. Pepe Larraz variant, trading for 25. We've got it for 10.
That's nice.
Yeah. The color book. Okay. So which one? So, all right, let me see here.
Do you remember the price, Dan? If you remember the price.
I'm going to guess it's the 125 ratio. Can you throw that up again, Jay, please? All right, Dan, this one? I'm assuming this is the one, okay? But if I'm wrong, please let us know, okay? All right.
Is that what we're doing EXP Cyber Thor Day?
No, this almost looks like Mark's. They're just making stuff up.
Mark is just making stuff up. All right.
Thank you.
So Daredevil Volume 8, number 1, 2023, 1/100 ratio, Ejikure variant, trading for 100. We've got it for 45.
That touch of pink right behind him really makes that work, man.
Yeah, and you would not necessarily think that would be the choice.
Dan wanted the Batman and Robin book.
Right, I know, but we have 3 versions of them. So,
all right, Dan, while you're working on that, I'm just going to show Marcus something real quick.
Yeah.
Marcus, look what we're going to have for sale on Friday. I got to go see my mom, so I'm leaving soon. But look at what we have on Friday. Your favorite character, John Romita Jr. Cyclops. Sean, you should grab it too, you know? Check it out. We'll also have Iron Man. Oh, you have a panel? Batman. Full body John Romita Jr. Batman. Dan wants Volume 3, number 1.
Right, but I'm assuming is it the Clayman variant, Dan H? Because we have 3 versions.
Give me the 3 versions. Give me all
125. We don't have it here. It's up on the screen. Is it this one, Dan H?
He said the color.
Right. So it's either that first one or the 1/100.
Mama Barucci's doing well. She won't take the pain medicine that the hospital gave her because she doesn't want to overdo it. So she's taking Tylenol and then a little bit of pain.
There it is. Okay.
I was on the wrong Batman and Robin. Sorry.
Okay. So this is the 1/100 ratio. Dan, I'm going to assume you mean the 1/25 ratio by Clayman.
I think he means the LaRocca one. Was it LaRocca? I'm confused.
LaRocca was Batman, not Batman and Robin.
He said Batman Volume 3, number 1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is number 137.
Yes.
Oh, then I have no idea.
So yeah, Dan, I'm sorry, buddy. Unfortunately, we have too many Batman books together, so we're not exactly sure which one you want.
So if you know the price, that will help. If you just tell us the price.
Tell us the price.
And Mr. Nope wants the 1 in 50. So Mr. Nope, are you definitely want?
Yes. No, that one's yours, buddy. The 1 in 50.
Curse of Spawn on Friday. Liam Sharp.
Oh,
but I
so
think
cool.
I think I got something that Robbie will love. Heroes Reborn covers by Mark Bagley.
Oh, man.
Nice.
And everybody, my mom's doing well. Thank you. The knee operation went well. Physical therapy went well. She just doesn't want to take the medication the hospital gave because she doesn't want to over-medicate.
So these are going to be on sale Friday?
Yep.
So you're saying that Bagley and Squadron Supreme fans need to definitely be checking out that show, for sure.
Yep. Yeah. And Capullo fans.
Ooh, Capullo.
I'll give you guys a little secret. This was MSRP at $2,200. I'm probably going to do this at more than half off.
Ooh.
Black Friday after Black Friday. This one's got some cool villains. looking for a certain.
Blackest Friday, that we should call it.
Yeah, Jay, that's what we'll do, bud.
This one's a 3K page. I'm going to do it for $1,200 on Friday. All right, there's more, but you know, I shouldn't give away everything. But there is more. I got an artist on Friday that we've never had before.
But wait, there's more.
When Nick is done, you want to go through the Batmans? Well, I tell you what, let's do something else. Thor the Fans. This is the second giveaway.
Oh,
Frankenstein Thor signed by Donnie Cates.
There's something about this cover. I just absolutely love it.
Is Jay running the show?
He is.
Okay, cool. If you guys run a few minutes after 8, we're good because there's no show until 10 again.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of?
That we need to sell?
No, well, yeah, but maybe there's something in the other room you want to show people?
Keep going. Go ahead. Come on.
All right, so Jay, we're going to finish up the incentives, bud. Okay. All right, here we go. So then we have Daredevil Volume 8, Number 1 from 2023, 1 in 100 ratio. Frank Miller variant.
Who is
trading for 100. We got it for 60.
Frank Miller back on Daredevil. How cool is that, y'all?
Yep.
All right. Like full circle, right?
So then we have Death of Venomverse, number 4, 110 ratio, Gabriel Del Otto variant. It's trading for 10. We have it for 8.
Eddie, that book is so, the idea of Frankenstein Thor, it was just a very cool idea, and I love that cover.
Tonight round guy, it's simple. Hashtag EXP Xmas.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. All right. So then we have Predator versus Wolverine, number 1, 125 ratio. Alex Malev variant, trading for 25. We have it for 15. We'll do it for 10. I do have multiples of this, not many, but hey, Maverick, what's going on, buddy? All right, then we have Predator versus Wolverine number 1, 1 in 100 ratio, Alex Malev Virgin variant, trading for 100. We've got it for 75 rather. And then finally, we got Star Wars.
Bat and the Sun have a copy of this. I really do. Although they own a comic book store, so I imagine they do. But every time I see Wolverine, and I think of the Bat and the Sun guys.
All right, so then we have Star Wars Dark Droids D Squad number 1, 150 Mike McCone variant, trading for 60, and we've got it for 50. All right, there we go. Let's see, did we forget anything? All right, so you know what? Let's do the Spider-Verse mystery pack reveal. What the heck?
Ta-da!
No, it's not much of a mystery pack. I should just do them as mega packs again. All right. So, in this not-so-mystery pack, soon to be not a mystery pack, Spider-Gwen number 1, 9.8. Let's see. All right. So, you're going to get that as your slab book. All right. And then Silver Signature by Christopher Gage. It is number 10 of only 15. Okay, so you're going to get that in the kit. And then a Ken Hazer Spider-Boy.
That's very cool.
Okay. And we had it at 150, but decided we go ahead and do it at 135 to anybody so that the 2 mystery kits match. The 2 mystery, not so mystery kits, as the case may be, match. All right, so that is the mystery pack. Not so mystery. To anybody who's interested. So that free book collection, the mystery pack, is $135. 2 of those books alone have a retail value of $200.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, what's going on, man? All right, so there you go. All right, so we got that out of the way. Let's see. All right.
Robbie's multifaceted.
Yes.
No problem. Dan H. Let's do the Batman books real quick. All
Question, right, so Dan, do you have Comcast?
And if you do, I'm sorry.
All right. So now Jay, if you're ready. Batman #1. Batman Robin Volume 3 #1. 125 ratio. This is the Clay Man variant. Okay. Dan, this is the one I'm assuming you want. Okay. Then the next one is Batman and Robin Volume 3 #1 2023. 150 ratio. Kale New. Okay. Yes. All right. That's what I figured, Dan. You got it, buddy. All right. So we're good there. Not a problem. Yeah, Dan H. Yep. Yeah, if you have Comcast, you have the same problem we have, unfortunately. Hate them too. That's probably why your internet went out. Now, Dan H. You should band together with us. Revolution against Comcast.
Oh my God.
But so all right. So tonight you're doing Universal Soldier, correct?
That's right, Universal Soldier to wrap up Van Damme November on PCP Movie Night. That is going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
It's like voiceover work.
How professional, huh? All
Thank
right,
you.
so you know what? Let's do the first giveaway. It is Sweetie Candy #1. Okay, and the second giveaway, did you leave it here? Is the Frankenstein Thor signed book.
I think it's up on the.
All right.
That's up
So
on the
this
rack.
one is for the Sweetie Candy Vigilante. All right. Are you ready, Jay?
Yep.
Do
Here we
it.
go.
Good luck, everybody. Triple big. Congratulations.
Lucky day, my man. All right. So then we have the Frankenstein.
It's pronounced Frankenstein.
My apologies. All right. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Jay, not rigged. It's predetermined like wrestling. No, it is not.
It's still real to me.
It's still real to me, damn it.
And the winner is Francisco.
Wallmeyer. Congratulations.
Congrats.
All right, cool. All right, so what do we have coming on at 10, Jay?
So we're gonna have Bronze Age Nerd and producer Kyle for the Devil's Advocates, and they're going to be asking the question: are comic book movies failing?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Rex been talking about that for months. Show's over, and like, there you go.
Yeah. Like in the toilet, kind of failing. No, I'm kidding.
So what? You just gave the spoiler of their show, so now nobody's
Well,
going to watch.
they may not
'cause
agree. They
the
may not
answer was
agree.
yes.
They may not agree. They may have a different.
Are we running a few extra minutes? What are we doing?
Well, we're out of books.
We're in a book.
Why did all the Thor sell?
Well, no, but you want me to read through them again? There
I
wasn't
tell
a
you
whole
what,
lot of interest
right now, any Thors that are left. Did somebody buy the Spider-Verse?
No.
How much was it?
I had it at 150, but then I lowered it to 135.
Let me see what's in it.
I showed it already. So.
I want to see what's in it.
Yeah, no, I know that. But I'm
Wow.
saying you don't have to hide
This
it.
is limited to 15. Only 15 Silver Signature Series. Let me see this. How much did you lower it to?
I lowered it to 135, which I thought was probably going to have you living in a box in the new year, but okay.
Well, it looks like I'm not ordering pizza tonight. I think there's some crackers in the kitchen. Right now, 120. 120. Hey, Matt Carper, if you want to do a payment plan on anything, we're happy to do payment plans. So 120 for all three of these. Silver Signature Series sign, original art Spider-Boy, CGC graded 9.8. That's pretty
All right,
cool.
Mike Asbill, you got it, buddy.
Nice.
Nice. So this is what we're going to do on the Thors right now. So we want to move them. We want people to be reading. Thor's a great book. On all the Thors that are left.
This is like a high watermark Thor run. This is like signing.
I'm saying all of them. So, okay, I tell you what. Let me go through everything real quick. Nobody claimed the... Ooh, Adam Kubert signed Astonishing Spider-Man and Wolverine What's the price?
No, wait a
That
minute.
was claimed.
That was plain.
Ow. Okay, how about the Avengers?
That was not. I lowered it to 15.
Whoa, Jimmy
And
Jones.
I told him Young Avengers coming, Scarlet Witch still going to be around, Doctor Doom. This is perfect to be pulled from for the movie.
Marcus says he thinks this was sold.
It was not, Marcus.
All right.
Or I missed it. If somebody bought
All
it, I
right, the
missed
Thor was given away, so we don't have to have that there anymore. All right, how about the Invincible Iron Man signed by Matt Fraction?
it. 1999.
All right, right now, $15. Right now. All right, I'm going to take the Avengers Children's Crusade off altogether, just in case.
Oh yeah, the Kubert one. That's the one you meant. Yeah, Marcus, that one sold.
Okay. How about Ms. Marvel by Brian Reed?
I had it 15, loaded it to 10. Nobody jumped on it.
You know what? I'll make it $9. $9 right now. All right. The Matt Fraction costs us way more than this. I'm just taking it off the board right now. All right. Brian Reed, $9. Come on. Miss Marvel. Death of Captain Marvel. I might buy this. It's got Daredevil on it. Wow. That's pretty cool. All right. Batman commission cover art.
We had it 75, lowered it to 69.
I'm surprised. Just Google checks on.
And this is 150. I'll put it to you this way: $60 right now. You guys got to hurry. And Planet of the Apes and Star Trek.
Star Trek 69, lowered it to 60. Planet of the Apes 68, lowered it to 60.
All right. If somebody buys both, $100 right now.
Oh wow!
Because then we're going to do something with the Thors. This is all a setup to get to the Thors. All right.
I know people are wondering, why did John and Rex do that? Because they're not our books. That's why.
All right. So, anybody claim any of these, or am I pulling them off?
You talking about the Thors?
No, I'm talking about the commission cover art that we just proposed.
Mike wants the Star Trek planet.
Mike has 100.
All right, Mike, my man.
Come on, buddy.
There you go. That goes with Mike right here. All right, so Batman. Let's see. What I lowered the Batman. What's the Daredevil Captain America? Ah, that looks really good. What did we did the Daredevil Captain America Winter Soldier?
75, loaded to 69.
I'll lower that to 60. So the Batman and the Winter Soldier, all 60. When I'm done putting the Thors up, that offer is over. Once I put all the Thors up, that offer is over. We got to get jumping on the opportunities. The deals I've been waiting for. Nick's weird. Yeah, I got to eat, round guy. I got to get food. So
we've been doing Thor jokes all night.
Do you blame him? Ooh. Okay. Thor 403. I'm going to make these the non-newsstands right now $1 each. Might be my mom calling. I'm going to have to take it. Nobody claimed the other stuff. The newsstand, you'll find out in a second what we're doing. All right, the commission cover art. Those deals are over, and the deal's over for the Invincible Ms. Marvel. All right. Right now, in the next 5 minutes, any claimed Thors, with the exception of 403, the direct market ones, these are $1. Everything else, 50% off. But once this show's over, that 50% off discount is over. So on the ones that are left. So, guys, have a great night.
All right, guys. No, I was talking to them. All right, so there you go. 50% off. Any Thors between now and the end of the show.
And you're only running an extra 5 minutes. You're not running, unless they start flying, you're not running too long. Thor winner.
All right, so we got about 4 minutes. All right, Pastor Michael, let's read through them, okay? All right, so we got Thor number 336. Give you a second. Thor number 347. All right, you know what? I should probably give the prices out as well. I'm sorry, buddy. $336 is $8. $347 is $6. $353 is $6. $376 is $5. $377 is $5. $379 is $5. $385 is $8. $388 is $5. $393 is $4. $394 is $6. All right, Dwayne's a pain. Let's see. $385. All right, so that was $8. So that becomes $4, buddy. Where did I leave off? What number is that? 380, 394, right? Okay. So then 398, we have $5. 393, you got it, Dwayne. So that becomes $2. All right. Let's see where we at. 398. It's $5. 399. It's $4. Thor number 400 is $5.
Are you seeing the claim, doing claim stuff?
Yeah, I got them. 393. I got. All right.
He claimed 385 and 393.
Yes, I got that. Thor number 402, $4. Thor number 403, direct, Nick made $1. Thor number 404, $4. And then Thor number 407, $4. There you go. So if there's anyone and anything or any of the Thors anybody's interested in, let us know. Okay, but the 50% off, the prices we will honor if you're watching this on Rewind. However, the 50% discount does not apply if you are watching on Rewind. All right. So at 9 p.m. tonight, Robbie will be finishing his Van Damme marathons with Universal Soldier, right?
That's right.
9 p.m. Eastern?
That's right, my friend.
There you go. Very good. And then I'll be back Wednesday for at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then I'll be on with Robbie on Friday at noon for the topic of the day. John will probably be back next Monday. Okay, there you go. Hopefully he brings me more food. We are hopeful that Robbie does indeed win all the categories he's been nominated for,
right?
Except for best hair.
What? That's, you know what? When you win that award now, they just give you like a picture of Robbie. He's like the statue, like the Vince Lombardi of the hair award.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. Yeah, I got a hair appointment. I got a hair appointment on Sunday, so I would love to tell her that we won. You know, so.
Nice. Thanks everybody for joining us. Congratulations to everybody who won stuff.
Check out Robbie at 9.
Check out Robbie's show at 9.
Come back to us at if you have time at 10 o'clock. And thank you, everybody. You know, I saw the chatter a little earlier. It's a great community. You know, most of our group has been around since the beginning, and we really
a couple of years now, at least, right? Yeah, we
really appreciate it. And as always, thank you to Robbie. Be sure to check out, if you haven't already, Pop Culture Philosophers. Random people at bars seem to know who he is, as John told us. But love all you guys. Hope everybody had a good and safe Thanksgiving, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.